I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a bitch! You don't talk to me that way! Get out of here!
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What is going on, everybody? We're back. Tuesday, February 26, 2019. And this is episode number 458 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Take a walk.
We got Jose Guzman.
Never a dull moment at a Two Bros Pizza.
And we got Kelly Harris.
Man, fuck John Mitchell.
Oh,
Wow.
boy, do we have stories, you guys.
Hot
We got
take.
stories. We got adventures.
And we got fuck-offs, apparently.
We got fuck-offs.
I
And
love how Kelly is like our little attack dog that I can fucking set him onto something. He's like, I'll get him, boss. I'll get him.
You get me all riled up.
Here, you smell this? You got this set? Now go get them. Find them everywhere they're at and get them.
like the little dog just running on the big dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I get him Spike? Should I get him Spike? Come on, Spike. Let me get him Spike. I'm gonna get him Spike.
Oh, in the chat right now, in the chat, Shark asking, "Where's my belt, Jose?"
I was in New York.
All weekend long, this motherfucker was like, belt's on the way. Belt's on the way.
I never said it was on the way. I said step one. It's in the box.
He
and
put it in a
ready,
box.
and tomorrow
Who
it's
told
going
us
in the
it was
mail.
on the way?
One.
I never said it was on the way.
One.
I said
Put the
step
belt
one.
in a box. 2. Shut that box. 3. Put a
Take
stamp on
that
that box.
4. Put that label on. 5.
And
get
that's
my
the
card.
way you do it. It's a belt in a box.
It's coming. I
Holy
promise
shit.
you.
You fucking October before he gets that guy.
It'll be worth the wait. Once you see Tito's smiling face right at you,
What did
that
you
nice fucking cigar-toting sexy man.
He's gonna spray paint that motherfucker NWO style if you keep fucking around, Jose.
Kelly,
yeah.
Kelly, you coined a term during Toy Fair weekend for Jose. What was that?
Was it the I'm waiting here?
No,
I'm waiting for you guys?
The frantic artist.
Oh, the
Frantic
frantic
artist.
artist, yes.
There was a moment where we're running on Toy Fair and Jose had to go back for a battery or something, maybe even a poop. And so we were going to meet at the stage, and like it was very close to where Kelly and I were, but we're like, okay, here's the thing.
I'm literally on a stage.
Yeah, we're sitting on a stage.
We have to go, he has to go get the thing. But then he has to go from the office to the stage. Boy, is there a lot of shit between here and there that'll distract him. So we got some time. Let's go look at the toys.
And that's when we looked at Tamashii Nations.
Yeah, we got some time to punch out for a second. He's going to be a while. And then it was, where are you guys at? We're by the stage. Like, motherfucker, we're sitting on the stage.
But there were 2 stages.
Apparently, there was 2 stages.
Yeah, we kept using the term main stage because, you know, that's where the stage is usually for like a Comic-Con. But then there was that extra stage out by the Creative Factor that threw everything into fucking hysterics.
The little baby stage.
Little baby
Yeah, I'm
stage.
sitting on the thing, you know, fucking made of wood, high off the ground with curtains and shit, you know, fucking stage.
We should see if they'll let us do Double Dare there next year.
Oh, man, a bunch of these, you know, fucking tired-ass toy execs watching Double Dare, that'd be fucking great. Like, look, y'all are busy. I know this, but this is going to be great.
They'll be like, "Oh, these are the fucks that keep eating our lunch."
We should we should team up with like the beaker creatures guys.
Yeah. Maybe like every event or every obstacle could be a different like toy that you can incorporate into it.
Yeah,
they all explode like that beaker thing.
That was cool.
That beaker creature thing is dope.
Yeah, really is. So we played with the beaker creatures over the weekend. I finally we busted them out and kind of put them in, and I was not prepared for how much it bubbled over the top of the glass we had them in. It was fucking great. It's cool. It was a lot of fun.
They told you to stand back.
They weren't messing around, man. They were fucking around.
Jose was like, I wish I didn't move.
Yeah, because he was like, "Stand back! It's gonna get fucking wild and wet."
Well, this is 2 years in a row they've done this beaker creatures thing. So next year,
it's way bigger this year though.
next year we fucking clamp a GoPro to that table. It's waterproof.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Get up.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
man,
in you.
can we just say this? This podcast is not affiliated with Toy Fair New York or the Toy Association
Or beaker creatures.
or Beaker Creatures.
Yeah.
These
Or
opinions,
literally anything we say.
yeah, these opinions are our own, and in some cases, none of us will cop to these opinions.
Yeah,
Fuck
I mean,
John Mitchell.
and I also might just flat out lie to you in a little while because it's a better story. So you'll never.
I
know.
like it. I like it.
Yeah, you know, shoot for the truth, but sometimes a lie is funnier, and that's the funnier story.
Sure.
We live on the edge here. Our edge.
And you don't
But
have
man-
any other witnesses, so you can make the story however the fuck you want it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And then I fucking ate her face.
Oh no, we got a face story later on.
Yeah.
And this one is actually 100% true. Oh man, let's fucking get into it. Yeah, we were last weekend all in New York City. Had a damn good time. Rolled up for the second year of our Toy Fair New York adventures, and goddamn, pleasant, fucking pleasant.
Got to
Welcome
spend-
to Fun City.
Welcome to Fun City, bitch.
LaGuardia, get
So
your shit
much
together.
better than it's so much better than last year though.
Was better than last year. But like just around the inside's nice. Like it was looking straight up like fucking Fallujah last year.
Yeah.
But the outside is still a fucking war zone. It was a mess. But they got a fucking Shake Shack up in there.
Oh
now.
yeah, they do.
That's some A-level airport food. Like that's what you want.
Okay,
That's good shit.
not to derail things because we're already getting into Toy Fair, but I did retweet that thing from First We Feast today that it's fuck, marry, kill, Five Guys, Shake Shack, or In-N-Out. Lee, you agree with me.
It's the only right answer.
Kelly, do you have an answer? Jose?
I've never had In-N-Out, so I can't answer.
Okay, Jose has had all three. I'm sure of it.
Oh. In-N-Out 3.
No. Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. Kill In-N-Out. I'm gonna have to fuck me some Five Guys and marry me some Steak Shack with them cherry
peppers.
cherry peppers on there.
I do like the cherry peppers. The cherry peppers are good.
Those are good,
See,
but
see,
it's
Lee
hard.
and
may
I
have to
flip
take
flopped.
Five Guys, though.
Yeah, Lee and I flip flopped. We both marry Five Guys and fuck Shake Shack because Five Guys, like, that's some consistent stuff, like just fucking homegrown.
And you got the variety at Five Guys as well.
Sure.
Yeah, and I've never been judged by a Five Guys cashier.
Well, at least
I've been
not to your
judged
face.
by a Shake Shack
It's
cashier.
true. It is true. It is true. And Shake Shack's kind of like, man, kind of like the trophy wife, kind of like. Yeah, maybe it's not. This one's not going to last very long, and she might cost a little bit extra, but boy, does it taste good.
And they
Five
want you
Guys
to
is for
fuck
life,
out of
though.
there.
Yeah, they do.
Five Guys is for life.
We went to Five Guys instead of Shake Shack during our time there. They were out of bacon. Then their Coke freestyle machine wasn't working, and it was still pretty fucking good.
It wasn't even a freestyle machine. It was a regular ass fountain, and they were like, "No, we just got bottled Coke."
Was it just
Yeah,
a
and it
regular
was-
fountain?
Yeah, it was just normal.
Huh.
Yeah, and they were out of that, and they were out of cookie pieces for like the Oreo shake.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was still great.
It was great.
Yeah, and it wasn't stressful. Like Jose didn't look at me, and I didn't just go, "Oh, hot dog,
Plain hot dog.
plain hot dog." Did you order shake? I guess I did.
We took Kelly to Shake Shack within like 10 minutes of being in New York, and he was a little overwhelmed.
It was a bit much.
But yeah, so we all spent Valentine's Eve together, and we went and got some Two Bros, which was
Spoiler alert.
I didn't fucking hear about that.
We all got laid.
Yeah, that that Two Bros was pretty good, incident free. That trip.
Yep.
I'd also like to say
not treated us all dinner, but dinner for the four of us for I think $14.
Yeah.
Two Bros don't fuck around.
Well, that's the biz bought us all dinner.
$2.99. 2 cheese and a soda. Get the fuck out.
That's right.
Next.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. It's great.
Go eat it on the table outside in the 35-degree weather.
Do not eat at this fucking bar, or I will spit in your fucking face.
This ain't a eating bar, motherfucker. This is a keep it moving bar.
And then, so we were looking for something. Oh, Jose needed a belt.
Yeah.
This trip, I didn't pack a belt. I like to each trip decide something new to forget. This trip was a belt.
So why did we decide on Kmart?
Because when I was on my way in, I saw there was a Kmart like a block away. Like it was very close.
We were staying at the New Yorker, which is a couple blocks away from the Javits Center. Very famous New York hotel. And just a block.
Everything in the hotel is either brand new or 120 years old.
Yeah, you can
Sure is.
Plates of Tesla.
You could see the Empire State Building from Jose's room. You could see other walls from our 2 rooms. And then
They were sweet walls.
You could see giant asparagus from Lee and I's room.
yeah, and then Madison Square Garden's right across the street, and then right around the corner is the biggest fucking Kmart of all time.
Yep.
It is a Kmart that on the ground level is maybe 1,000 square feet, but then there are 2 sub-levels that go on for what feels like 7 miles.
Yep.
Each hotter than the last.
Yes.
Yeah, it just gets hotter the closer you get to hell.
Yeah. I think it's the hauntedness.
Yes.
It makes the air more humid. You're dealing with more New York ghosts.
I would never want to be in that thing after close.
No.
Fuck, I barely wanted to be in there when it was open.
Like, never mind the fact that it's a Kmart, period.
Yeah, like how is that? How is that a
That
thing?
alone is bizarre. But a New York City Kmart that's still open,
Paying
like, kind of the thick of it, the rent must be $7 million a month.
Yeah.
But, like, they have nothing, like, everything there just seems old or fake or just not quite right.
A whole
Fake's
aisle.
a good way to put it. It looks like a store or a supermarket in a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you had a store, like a sitcom.
The Goldbergs went to Kmart.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah. Like, here's this Riyadh brand pesticide. Everything's just fucking transposed and not right.
Yeah. Adam Levine from Maroon 5 apparently has a women's clothing line.
For all I know, it's just there. Maybe it's just that Kmart.
there was an aisle of just hangers, like a full aisle of hangers. Like a lot of stores have hangers, but not like a full fucking aisle. Like there were people buying their groceries there.
And they all looked at us like they knew we didn't belong.
Yeah.
Who are you?
It was
they live shit.
It was a secret, this Kmart. And the only way you can see the truth is by eating a Lunchable from the fridge.
They've been there the whole time. It's a fucking Pet Cemetery Lunchable. Just waiting to take you over.
Just death escalators. It was such an experience.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much. I know that the Haunted Kmart isn't like a great story. But like, you really did have to be there because everything about it. Just the minute you walk in the door, like this feels unpure.
Yeah,
yeah, it's all slightly unsettling.
We're leaving. Jose's getting his belt, and the registers are straight up IBM 1995
DOS,
and it takes him like 20 minutes to check out.
Like blue screen, white letters, like again, like an 80s TV computer.
They asked if I wanted my receipt paper or faxed.
We can send this to you on a Raven back to your hotel if you like.
And then there's just outside some motherfuckers banging on shit.
Oh God.
Because
That
it's
might
like,
get me in.
like, I don't know. I guess they were repairing something,
It was loud.
but they were just banging like wrenches on these pillars.
Well, you gotta break it before you fix it.
And I don't know what they were doing, but it hurt Lee's ears.
No,
It
it
was
hurt.
so
It
loud.
hurt all of our ears. I was
So
right there.
so loud. It was like walking down a fucking tuning fork. It was terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so weird.
Just the cacophony of it all.
Oh, so bad.
So then next day, Friday, day before the show.
Oh no. No.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, we get back to the hotel, and everybody kind of turns in for the night. No, take it back. No, this maybe have been the next day.
Yeah, I was thinking that was
This
Friday.
was the next day.
Okay. Remember what my solo adventure was? It was Friday. That's
Okay,
right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thursday night you spent watching Officer Down because you tried to watch it on the plane. And
Oh
then
my
he was
God.
Just
Yeah, so
performing.
I downloaded some shit to watch on the plane in the airport because it's gonna be a long flight, and I downloaded Officer Down. I'd never seen it before. Heard good things. Looked like a lot of fun. So then I get on the plane, and I've got the big ass iPad Pro. It's like a 12-inch screen. It's enormous. Fire that son of a bitch up, and here comes Kim Coates. I like Kim Coates. This is gonna be great. And he has his little, I'm the law in the city fucking speech. And then it smash cuts to a naked chick with screaming orgasms as she's going down on her. Where there's an orgasm counter at the bottom of the screen. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm that guy on the plane. All of a sudden, this has to stop. I can't be that guy. Holy shit! Slam.
Straight watching porn.
Yeah. So instead, I watched it in a hotel room on Valentine's Day while Kelly slept in the bed next to me. Grown up
It was
shit.
nice.
Caressed
It was
his
very
hair a
nice.
little bit.
Yeah.
Every now and then he'd lean over and whisper, "Happy birthday."
So yeah, the next morning we met up with our boy Tito, who was our fucking man on the ground in New York. Couldn't do it without him.
Nope.
And the plan was to just hit the city hardcore with a backpack full of toys and a couple of cameras and five
And a
assholes.
song in our hearts.
And then we did fucking. We saw a lot,
And it wasn't even like a quarter of my list. But we did. We saw a lot. We took our asses over to the garment district, pulled out a Barbie, had four
And
dudes,
just
four
bunch
dudes,
of dudes playing with Barbies.
Posing around a Barbie, making sure her hair's staying straight,
Getting
making sure
all
her
sorts of
shirts
looks.
look
At
good.
one point, Tito spits on his hand and like pats Barbie's hair down because she kept getting flyaways.
It was messing the shot up.
No, it worked great. She had fucking terrible flyaways, like you said. She looked like Bill Murray from Kingpin. And there's this one shot that I posted on the 11th Hour Instagram of Kelly, Lee, and Tito all with their cell phone lights out, shining it towards Barbie.
Just looking like some real perverts.
Just looking like some real weirdos.
Yeah, Barbie.
But it kind of got us ready for the city. Like, why not pull out the most embarrassing of these toys we have in our bag and just kind of just get that out of the way, get that weirdness out of the way? Because man, we
Shit got weird, y'all.
had the thought while we're shooting it. I was like, is this sexist? Like, I picked this spot for Barbie because she's like a fashion icon. She's all about the clothes. No, she's not all about it. She has plenty of careers and stuff. But we're shooting her in front
Bitch
of
can't hold a job down.
Yeah, we're shooting her in front of this large fucking needle
Clothes is
and
the
button.
most consistent thing in her life.
So that was cool. Headed over to Times Square where there was a goddamn flash mob of people with umbrellas and a violin being led by a chick with a violin for an Umbrella Academy wedding, which was nuts.
That was
to
kinda
see
cool.
live.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And man, we just found this little spot in Times Square where we could set up some shots, play with some toys, and we got a bunch of cool little shots, man. If you haven't checked out some of the videos we've put out for Toy Fair New York officially,
And you definitely haven't.
you definitely haven't. I don't think the four of us have even watched them.
I've watched them.
because then the hit count would go up by almost 100%. But man, some real cool stuff with toys in the foreground and New York City in the background. Really
Turtles
smart stuff.
in the subway.
Turtles and yeah. Well, I was gonna kind of list them off, man. Like, Lee brought out a Optimus Prime, and we fucking rolled Optimus Prime down the road in Times Square. Had a little Beanie Baby, a little Lego Spider-Man, all kinds of cool shit. Then we headed over to Nintendo New York, which
fuck yeah, we
you
did.
guys didn't even realize fucking existed last time, apparently.
Nope.
This is where Kelly became a real New Yorker.
Yep.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that bit.
So we went to Nintendo New York, and I spent too much money.
Kelly just dropping bills in New York City.
At what point, Lee just hands him a bag and is like, no, you need this.
As
Straight
Lee
up.
sees me wandering around with like 3 shirts and like 4 amiibos.
Like, no, I found this for you. You're like, hey, thanks.
I needed it.
This is super convenient.
Yep. Yeah, so I walked out of there with 3 shirts, a hoodie, and 4 new amiibos. And so, didn't have that much room in my backpack.
Yeah, we're on
So
the move.
So I was like, I'm going to open up all my amiibos and just throw away the trash.
Cool. Yeah, we should be able to. We're gonna walk over to the skating rink at Rockefeller Center. We should be able to find a fucking garbage can between here and there.
There should be a trash can there. I just like walked around an entire block of New York and didn't find a trash can.
Arms filled with amiibo trash.
Yeah.
So, he's gone for a while. I turn around and see him
We almost left you, Kelly.
like down the street, kind of walking with this confused look, just handfuls of garbage, talking to himself. I'm like, he's a fucking true New Yorker now. He's walking down the street, mumbling, with garbage in his hand.
So for the entire rest of the weekend, I would point out whenever there was a garbage can, because they're fucking everywhere except for that one area of town.
Yeah. Better not throw away your trash around Rock Center. We got an image to keep up.
I should have just thrown it on the ground, like Tito said.
Oh my god!
Then you would have been a true New Yorker.
that FAO Schwartz at Rockefeller, and it's just big and loud and confusing. It's weird. I didn't care for it. Too much going on in there.
My theory, though, is you put garbage cans, you're going to get bums looking through them.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And they do not want that shit at good old Rockefeller.
Right. As you're ice skating with the family in front of the Christmas tree, you don't want to see fucking shoeless Joe over here.
Fucking dick out looking through the garbage.
Because the night before, when we're standing outside Two Bros having our pizza, this guy's walking around mumbling to himself, and then at one point just bends over, picks up an entire bag of trash on the sidewalk, and just walks away. like, this is mine now.
This is mine.
Okay.
Yes, the last piece to my empire.
Fucking go for it, man.
Homelessness is like a problem, you guys, in New York. Like, it's an epidemic, and we need better mental health treatment because people are fucking nuts, and we'll get to all that.
So many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So many of them.
Headed over to the Love Sculpture because we got a couple Care Bear toys that we wanted to shoot, and that was probably our most trying shot of the day. And I felt,
Man, people love taking pictures by that.
well,
thing.
yeah, and I get that. It's
And
just
people love taking pictures of things people are lined up to take pictures of.
yes. If they see a line, there's
Whether they like it or not.
oh, there's a fucking line.
Somebody else is gramming this? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Give me some grams.
Yeah, and
I like the sign too. Hashtag I'm in the way. Hashtag I'm taking too long and fucking skip my turn, somebody else's turn.
My
Hashtag
favorite was
these
like
are two
the family
fucking
of
bears.
My favorite was the Russian, some Eastern European family, or that had that kind of an accent, and every one of them had to not only take like a photo, but they all had to do their own fucking boomerang as well.
oh
Yeah.
my god,
God,
I hate fucking
worst.
boomerang.
It's the worst.
Boomerang
Wait.
is stupid.
What's boomerang?
It's where like it makes a rewind GIF out of your picture.
And you just keep
Oh,
fucking
okay.
doing the same dumb shit fucking 45 times.
Yeah. So
Okay, I
we
see.
had burned a bunch of calories at that point. It was getting later in the day. My boy gets a little grumpy when he doesn't have any food in him. So there was a halal cart right across the street, and that might have been one of the top 3 meals that I had that entire week.
It was fucking
It was good.
legit.
That shit was bomb. Like, blows that gyro that the dude put into a hot dog bun for me out of the water. We noticed we're sitting on this little stoop eating our lunch. We noticed this cart is bomb because we're eating, and then the guy in the cart's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to eat some of that too.
Yeah.
It's so good, he even eats there.
Yeah, it was fucking legit.
Yeah,
Like,
it was good.
yeah,
It's
pretty
like,
legit
God.
ass gyro.
Damn, I'm good. Let me get some of that.
These
No
boys are
wonder.
right. This is some legit ass halal.
No wonder everyone's in line for this shit.
Just
You eat some of this, dog?
So,
loving that shit.
so we get some food in us. We're fucking feeling good. Okay, I'm hearing trains and I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, the train's legit.
Okay. The echo
train's
seems
not
like it's
working.
gone.
No, it's just I write down.
It's Taft.
Down the fucking
There's another
street?
fucking train. That's what they said.
So then did we go to Image Anime after we ate?
Yes, yeah, we hopped in our Escalade and headed over to Image Anime.
Right.
That's right.
Pescalade.
And there I dropped another 160.
Yep. Easy
Had
to
an
do
indie
there.
conversation with one of the guys that works at the Image Anime. Just like, I swear a lot, but I keep my shit together in front of customers. This guy did not.
Oh no, he did not.
Guy didn't give a fuck. But Kelly and I both got one of the Kamen Rider Amazons, the Omega figure, and like I'm talking to Kelly, my dear friend. I thought we were having an A to B conversation.
But instead,
like-
he saw his way in there.
I'm like, man, this is great. Like, I'm digging this Omega. I wish like hell they had one of the alphas that wasn't $150. And Kelly's like, yeah, because this is $150 damn dollars. This thing, that figure that did not cost that much when it came out. And this guy's like, blame the secondary market. And I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah, these motherfuckers didn't want to buy shit about it when it came out. Then they're like, he all went all blind and shit. And they're like, yeah, oh, now you motherfuckers want one. Where was you picking up your goddamn pre-orders the first fucking time? And then he gets the goddamn site back. Nobody wants that motherfucker anyway anymore. And I'm like, okay. And Kelly's like, yeah, man. I gotta fucking get it.
Been there.
And, you know, and I'm kind of like, 'cause I get how the secondary market works. You know, I understand. But also, I'm pretty sure that same figure was there a year ago with the same $150 price tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, like no matter what price you put on it, it doesn't affect what you paid for it to stock it in your store. And like, I'd
That's
give
what
you
I
the
paid
$70 it costs like right now, and you wouldn't have to hold on to it anymore. But instead, you're like, blame the secondary market. I'm like, all right. I'll bet that fucker's still there a year from now.
Probably.
That's when you come back and said, you know what? I marked this last year, and it's still on your shelf.
Yeah. How about we come down a little bit?
Yep.
Fucking weirdo.
How about maybe the secondary market isn't the problem?
Yeah. But it's man, that's still, man, really cool spot.
Yeah, I like that store
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. Little narrow, especially with bags, and but a nice quiet street if you just want to get out and see the city a little bit.
And their display game is on point.
Yeah.
Like they don't fuck around, man. They got a lot
Yeah,
of
their
cool shit.
displays are nuts.
They got a lot of really cool shit, and they want you to see it in the best possible light.
Yeah.
So that's very, very cool.
Every different incarnation and property that Figure Arts puts out, you know, they had the Star Wars, the Marvel. They had some like Mafex, right? And I didn't see many Hot Toys, but
I think they
more.
had
I
some.
didn't see any Hot Toys.
They had a bunch
No.
of the 112s.
Yeah, the
Yeah, they had a
Mezco
lot of
112s.
112s. I think the Hot Toys, they're just too expensive.
Yeah.
They're too big of a gamble as a retailer.
to actually hold on to them.
Yeah.
They're like, if you want to, you know what they fucking look like. Don't ask me to have one on site.
Like, have you seen the
Exactly.
movie? That's what it looks like. It looks
Yeah.
like the guy in the movie.
Yeah, you know, the one that rolled. That he even turns his eyes. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not paying to have that.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Cool
So-
spot.
Yeah, we leave Image Anime and we're losing daylight, and we still have a huge fucking list of places that we wanted to hit. So we boil it down to what would be the coolest place for us to hit before the sun is completely down, and we agreed upon the Ghostbusters Firehouse. So we hop on the subway, which is, man, just as beautiful as ever, just sparkling clean, and head down to the Ghostbusters Firehouse. And it was like, what, like a block walk from the subway station?
Yeah, right. It was right there.
And the
Right.
sky's like all green and cloudy and weird. It's definitely getting dark out there. But Lee had a set of Ghostbusters Lego boys, and we found a box from a like a big screen TV to be able to like set them up on it, so we didn't have to get down on the ground. We had a good shot of everything, the Legos and the Ghostbusters Firehouse and everything. And as soon
Smelled like fish.
yeah, as soon as these boys move this what we assume is a box from a TV, it smells like fish. I mean, it's all like duct
Like a
taped
60-inch
up.
wide box just
Yeah.
full of fucking fish.
But another one, with teamwork, man. Everybody put their heads together, and we got some pretty decent shots of the Ghostbusters hanging out in front of the Ghostbusters Firehouse.
I was very upset because
Like they work there.
when we got there were a couple of dancers. I'm going to say.
Sure.
Yeah, they were dancers.
They're before us. You know, they were kind of posing in front of the firehouse and whatever, doing shit we were doing, kind of making a pilgrimage. That's fine. No problem. That's great. But they weren't wearing any fucking shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Like on a New York City sidewalk and New York City street, just walking around barefoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is not how you want to
That's staff.
live your life. That
Like
is
Bum
This-
piss, bum piss, bum piss, bum piss.
This box smells like fish, and you're walking around with no shoes on.
boof. Like just super gross. Seem like lovely people. You know, didn't get a chance to talk to them, but they were a lovely bunch. But man,
Put some fucking shoes.
fucking shoes on.
Fuck you, John Mitchell.
I kept getting more upset, and I'm like, put some fucking shoes on. Cause like, I know.
Yeah.
Super upset.
So, you know, we left the Ghostbusters Firehouse just as like the sun's going down. We go to get back on the subway to head back. We had dinner plans, and then we get down to the subway station. And I'm like, fuck it. Like, we've got a couple things that we could shoot down here. Let's just do it. And we almost lost Kelly. Kelly got onto a train, but we were like, no, let's stay here and shoot on this platform. And Kelly's already on the train. It's like, oh fuck. That could have ended so badly. So we got this little die-cast subway car that has graffiti all over it. It no longer says Latinos. So we're shooting with that in this dirty ass subway, but it looks great. It's fucking cool. And then at one point I say to Jose, I'm like, I saw his shot at one point, and the shot was beautiful. And I immediately imagined the Ninja Turtles in front of this shot. And I said, oh man, you should do the shot with the Ninja Turtles. He turns to me and he goes, we had fucking Ninja Turtles this whole time. So out came my vintage Playmates 80s Ninja Turtles that I owned personally. And the first one I got was Leonardo. Brought those with us to New York and posed them motherfuckers in the New York City subway. And it was pretty cool. And then we moved them around a little bit, put them on the stairs. Lee busted out a Spider-Man. We taped that to a sign. Like, we were, no bullshit, the people having the most fun in any subway station at that point.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
We were in our zone then.
Yeah. And then pulled out the hand sanitizer and gave everybody a little squirt. Because we all
Just keep it moving. Just keep things moving.
we all knew
Keeping
we
it
were
real.
Bum
Keeping it
piss,
real.
bum piss, bum piss, bum piss.
we all knew we were doing some gross shit. I made some comment. We brought this seat cushion that Mary and I got for wrestling shows. Brought it along to like kneel on if we're getting down in the shit to shoot these toys. And I made some comment about throwing that out when we're done. and we pick up the Ninja Turtles, and I think Jose says, "And you're gonna have to fucking burn these Ninja Turtles too when you're done." I think they'll be fine. It adds character.
They've probably seen worse.
So, well, we went out to dinner, which was nice, and then we kind of all went our separate ways. There was a group that went out to Forbidden Planet, and then a group that just kind of called it a night. You guys you got any Forbidden Planet stories?
Forbidden Planet was a cool spot too, man. Had a lot of games and stuff. I picked up, got myself a new Optimus at Forbidden Planet. the Power of the Primes Optimal Optimus, so the monkey one. It's cool. It's great. Nice staff. They didn't have the other Prime I'm looking for. I'm looking for that Studio Series 38, y'all. Just saying. Get out there. Let me know. Although I might have, fucking pre-ordered it. Which, more on that. Pre-ordered a lot of shit by the end of the weekend. But yeah, had a good time. It was me and Tito and Jose. Jose's niece came and picked us up. So we didn't have to pay to get a ride back. She was fucking crushing it, by the way. Like
an Uber
driving around up there like she's been there her whole goddamn life.
Yeah.
Like super impressed. Because like, man, I'm a very defensive driver by nature. Like, let's give everybody a nice good space. Let's not fuck around. Not up there. None of that. Like it's fucking kill or be killed.
Kelly and I saw a goddamn fender bender while we were waiting for our Uber outside of dinner.
Oh, we all did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch this fucking cab bump into another cab and another car, and just like no one gave a shit.
Yeah, they all kind of like got out, like shrugged their shoulders, and then drove off.
Because they all knew they don't have insurance.
Yeah.
They
I
said,
got
"Well,
the kind of
fuck.
fucking time."
How are you? Good? Okay, fuck it. I'm good too. Do we need to report this and fucking raise our shit? Does boss need to know about this? No? All right.
This happened in a parking lot. No one's fault. But yeah, then all can headed back to the hotel, and it was still kind of early.
I guess I didn't realize how bad of a problem you had sleeping, Lee.
I don't sleep much. Like I really don't.
While all this is happening, I'm out. I'm asleep.
Sure.
Yeah.
I knew we had our big first day the next day, so I'm like, get me in bed by 8.
Yep.
And I don't care. Like I get it. Like I'm a fucking freak. I'm a freak, and I get it. Like I can run off of like 4 or 5 hours tops a night, and I'm good to go. Like,
and it's
fine.
the city that never sleeps too, so fuck it.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I go back to the hotel. Kind of even take off my jeans. I'm kind of sore because we walked like 11,000 miles. So I even plopped my tubby ass into the bath and soaked for a minute. I'm like, this is cool. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm still not. I mean, look, it's Friday night. I'm in New York. I don't have my fucking knife, and it was driving me crazy. Like, I carry a pocket knife wherever I go. It's very handy. So I'm gonna go out into the wide world, find myself a pocket knife.
Lee Rodriguez goes out into New York City at night looking to buy a knife.
Some Liam Neeson ass.
All
shit
by
right
himself, just looking for somebody to say something.
But I'm also kind of using like the logic that I have from living here, and like you can't fucking go anywhere. They sell knives at gas stations here, for fuck's sake. Like you can't go anywhere and not be able to buy a fucking.
You never know
It's
where
New York. You can find a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I'm not trying to spend a shitload of money on a knife because it's not coming home with me.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna be able to get it to the airport with my one carry-on bag. I need a very disposable knife. Like the knives I carry cost like I've never paid more than $10 for a knife.
What you're saying is you need a burner knife so that
I need a burner knife. Exactly.
You can leave it in a bum and then fucking peace out.
And it's fine because I'm not out a whole lot of money, and this bum's only out one of his kidneys, the other one's so probably, So okay, I'm gonna check out the haunted Kmart again, and there's a Target down the way too, so I'll hit this fucking Target. No problem. I walk out, and as we said, we're in the New Yorker Hotel, like across the street from Madison Square Garden. So like, a fairly nicest area. Like it's a nice spot. Like it's not like it's a real shithole area. But before I get to the first crosswalk, I see fucking straight up street person altercation. And a whole lot happened in the span of 3 or 4 seconds. Because what I saw was a woman on her back with her hands out straight, defending against a man pressing his weight on top of her. The man is holding in his right hand one of those like butane torch cigarette lighters, and he's really going for the face.
Holy
with
shit!
That lighter.
I didn't realize he was trying to burn a woman.
Holy
Trying
shit.
to burn a woman, and he's mumbling some crazy shit the entire time. And like, I have inserted myself into situations before. Like, I'm very much that guy that'll get involved and just, shut some shit down if I have to. I've done it before. But here's the thing: usually, like in bars, or when there's not such a sting of mental illness around. So I say to myself, "Cool, I'm gonna kick this guy in the fucking teeth, and we're gonna put a stop to this." Because he's a kick level. I'm gonna fucking give one good kick, and we'll be fine. And I'm like, well, no. What if I miss the kick? Okay, so I'll go behind him, and I'll get him in a rear naked, and we'll choke him out. Everything will be cool.
Nice.
It'll be fine, and I'll just go about my business. But like, keep in mind, no one else is even acknowledging that this is fucking happening. It's still a crowded sidewalk. Nobody gives a fuck. So there is that part of it too. I'm like, well, no one else gives a fuck. So like, I probably should not involve myself in somebody gives a shit. And then I'm like, this is still fucked up. He's gonna burn this bitch's face, and this is not okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute. What if I do choke this fucking dude out? He goes out. And then what if this lady's like, oh shit, you choked out my boyfriend. I have a knife. Stab, stab, stab. What if this is just awesome, elaborate, like street person foreplay I don't know about?
And you just die saying, I wish I had my knife.
Yeah. I was just trying to help. And this chick, bear in mind, without a fucking burn scar on her face, thanks to me, it's like, oh shit, he doesn't fucking beat up my man. Let me stab him in the liver a couple of times just for trying to help.
Maybe he was giving her a tattoo, and she was completely in on it.
Like
she was down.
But her form was such that this was clearly not the first time she'd done this. Like, she was holding her own against this fucking guy. And so part of me is like, she's done it right. And then another part of me is like, if he wanted to get past this, he probably could. It's a pretty whack-ass guard. Like, And I just kept on walking. And that's when I became a real New Yorker.
Everyone grew up and had their New York moment.
Yep.
All this is the span of like 10 steps. All this calculation are happening while I'm walking, and eventually just like, nah. And then I go down, neither the Haunted Kmart nor the Target have a fucking pocket knife. And I just go back to the hotel, and the spot that this was happening, there's no evidence anyone was ever even fucking there. Like, there's no bodies, it's not even like their little, hobo bindles. Like, it's all gone. Like, so I'm like, I guess the story had a happy ending. Like, it didn't have an obviously bad one.
Yeah.
You'll see a chalk outline or blood.
The happy ending is that you slept in the hotel that night and you were unscathed.
Yes, I guess it's okay. I guess those kids are gonna be all right.
And this goes to what I said to Lee at some point earlier in that day, where every now and then we just get a little peek at Frank Miller's New York.
Yeah, it's mostly cleaned up.
Yeah,
but
mostly.
There are peaks of Frank Miller, New York.
You
100%.
can only clean up New York so much, but there's still that crazy there.
There's
like
shit under the rug.
You can't clean the crazy out completely. And I'm not saying crazy as a reductive thing. I'm saying like legit mental illness. That is the problem for the most part.
Yeah, because nothing about what was happening here was all right, and that was some straight up Frank Miller, New York shit for sure.
Oh, fucking when we were, I was getting catcalled all weekend and fucking proposition. I was a magnet. I was a fucking magnet. But one time, that one point, we were in by 30 Rock. We were leaving Nintendo New York, and I'm walking, and I see this guy who's clearly selling shit. I'm walking, and I pass him, and then I hear, "Sir, sir," and I keep walking because I know better. And I keep walking. I hear, "Sir, sir." And then, like, after the fifth sir, as I hear the sirs following me, I turn, and it's this guy. And he's like, "So, hey, you want to buy something?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here. Like, I've already passed you."
That guy touched me.
Oh, no.
He touched my arm, and I was like, fuck this.
I have
I
passed
missed all
you.
that. I must have been an F.A. Schwartz at the time.
You must have. But, like,
yeah.
my ignoring of you wasn't because I didn't hear you. That was our business transaction. If you try and get me with more than one sir, then I think like something's the problem or I dropped something. But oh no, I'm trying to sell something. The one dude, I think they were actually giving out mixtapes in Times Square.
Yeah.
And I'm just fucking eyes ahead, trying to sell me something. I'm not even giving them the time of day. And I hear one of them be like, "Oh, what? You don't want to talk to a black man?" I was like, "Come on."
That guy told me I had a nice haircut.
That is clearly not
They
it.
called you a racist.
So, I heard that guy go, "Come on, you like black people."
No, you can't do that. You can't play the racism card so that we'll take your goddamn mixtape. Not cool,
I've
man.
seen Mr. Robot. I ain't taking that.
God damn it. But you made it back okay, right, Jose? Or Lee, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. It was uneventful.
Not you, Jose.
Well, Jose was fucking sound asleep, I'll bet.
Jose doesn't sleep much either.
Then I went back upstairs and played some Smash Brothers on my fucking Switch and went to sleep.
We had this breakfast place all scouted out.
Dude, fucking
This
legit ass breakfast place.
fucking like deli. They had a fucking sushi bar. But
Like, hey, this is it. Like, we'll come here every day.
Every day,
This
yeah.
is the fucking spot.
everybody can get what they want. Everybody can fill up, have a good breakfast so we can start the day. But then they don't open until 8:30 on the weekends. And then President's Day is Monday. So that plan just went out the window.
Yep.
We find this out Saturday morning before the show. We end up hitting that Dunkin' Donuts. And then what did we double back to try and catch the shuttle? And we're passing by one of these carts, and there's this fucking dude outside the cart, and he sees me, and he fucking zeroes in on me, and he starts going, "Hey, Johnny! Hey, Johnny! How's it going, Johnny? Hey, Johnny, how's Ashley? Ashley! Johnny, how's Ashley?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not fucking Johnny. I don't know fucking Ashley. Back off."
Like, crossing the street with us.
Johnny, fucking Johnny.
And
bro.
I'm leading the group, essentially. So they're all witness to this whole thing, and they're all laughing their ass off and just calling me Johnny the rest of the week.
Timmy Tuna.
I'm like, God damn it. And, man, I'm low profile. I got my black on my black on my black. I got a hat on. Man, I'm just trying to blend in, but everybody's got to fuck with me at some point.
And I vividly remember what you said to him, which was just cut him off after the Ashley thing and just go, "Not me."
That's right.
Like, please stop this interaction as soon as possible. So, but then we went to Toy Fair.
Did go to Toy Fair.
You know what we haven't talked about yet? The showers.
Fucking showers.
That is one of my favorite bits from the week.
Captain
And
Crunch, oops, all hot.
I think about it every time I take a shower. I think about oops, all hot.
Because you know how showers normally are, where you have the two knobs and then the one in the middle where you like either push up or down and it makes the shower go. Well, here you just have four knobs, 2 for the tub, 2 for the shower, and you're like, okay, let me turn on the hot and the cold. All right, so you stick your hand in and like, oh.
Also, the water is flying out of this fucking thing with the intensity of like your thumb over a garden.
Great
The
water
fucking
pressure.
Yeah.
Shower curtains blowing like it's Marilyn Monroe's skirt.
Amazing water pressure.
Yeah. So it's
But also
And you're like-
shitty somehow.
yeah. You're like, oh, this is hot. Okay, let me see if I can make this a little cooler. So you turn on the cold more, and you stick your hand in, and you're like, what the fuck? It's hotter.
Yeah.
So like, okay, I'll turn down the hot. And you stick your hand in, and you're like, no, it's still hot. All right, so you turn down the cold, and you're like, oh, there's no more water. Okay.
I
just
turned
it
the
off
hot
now. It's over.
off, completely off.
Yeah.
And
you
it was
had to.
hotter than it was when it was on.
What the
Yep.
fuck?
That I did not understand.
I
I'm like,
found-
I turned
Like,
it
until the
off.
last day when I was there, at least, so it must have been Tuesday morning or Monday morning when like without touching anything, the temperature would just change. You would just fucking ride a wave. You never know when it was gonna change. It was gonna get hot again. Like, it was fucking bonkers.
Well, it got much colder as we stayed there longer. So
Yeah,
every
Monday
morning
it was cold.
Every morning it was just a guess as to what you were gonna get when you turn the shower on.
Yeah, it was so weird.
And those pipes are so old, and it got so cold, you just didn't know. Like, I thought it was 1 millimeter to the left hot, and then like 3 millimeters to the left cold. Seemed perfect on day one, but by Tuesday that was all out the window. Sometimes you just gotta hop in and let it burn your balls. So yeah, Toy Fair's great.
Toy Fair was awesome, man.
Toy Fair was so good.
It had a ball. Everybody loaded up with all their gear, went out, hit the floor hard. Shot a whole bunch of cool interactions. Saw a lot of the show floor. Even then, still, I guarantee that collectively we didn't see more than we saw, and we saw a fucking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's just so much. It's outrageous.
Probably saw what?
We saw probably half the floor, maybe.
I might say less. I might say 30%.
Yeah, it's
because
like so
when I went back to get that shot of that trampoline, like, you guys haven't been fucking anywhere near there.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't see a single trampoline.
There were 2. 2 trampolines in all of Toy Fair, and it was like needle in a haystack. But it was interesting going the second year because we were seeing a lot of the same stuff, which was interesting from last year, and as well, like, a lot of new stuff. And seeing a lot of the same faces, but then a lot of new faces that kind of looked at us like, who the fuck are these assholes? So it was an interesting experience. Definitely different than the first year, which, for all intents and purposes, was super smooth, stress-free, and we've just been talking about it ever since. And this one was a little bit of a change, and that can just be chalked up to, staff changes or...
I still blame the influencers.
The influencers making us look bad because, that's kind of what press is now. It's how many YouTube views you have.
Yeah.
And then who knows how much the actual industry has affected how people present at Toy Fair.
But still, I feel like an overall really positive experience.
Sure.
And still better than most conventions I've ever been to.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like, I'm still spoiled. I still can't go back to a normal convention.
No,
fuck that.
I mean, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I would say the first notable thing that we did, besides killing it Friday or Saturday, would be Sunday morning we had an appointment with Hasbro.
Yeah, we did.
Hell yeah, we did. Lee and I met the Megazord.
Fuck yeah, we did.
The Hasbro does their shit off-site in Times Square at the Times
dope.
Center, and it is really cool and a great setup, and they kind of let us through, and a lot of good staff in there demonstrating things, and it kind of surprised me how much shit is Hasbro.
Yeah, I know it's a lot, but I didn't know it was that much.
Because we get there and they're asking us what we're into, and we're like Star Wars, Marvel, Power Rangers, Transformers, and then it's like, we also have this Mr. Potato Head that's electronic and has a magnetic mouth, and when you pull the mouth off, it sounds like he's mumbling, which is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen.
That was cool.
As fuck.
Transformers was pretty early in the tour, and they had a full spread. They even made those movie figures look nice.
Yeah, the Studio Series figures are really nice. I've always said this about them. I don't know who they're for, because they have like these really hyper premium paint jobs, and they're really nice figures. Like, they're better than like the regular ones by a mile. But like, I don't know, people gave a shit enough about those movies to warrant being 30 some odd figures deep in the line. But maybe I'm wrong.
Like at this point there's enough nostalgia for it, even though those movies were trash. It's kind of like how people are nostalgic for the Phantom Menace.
I guess.
Just because it's crap doesn't mean I don't want to buy shit.
They're objectively great toys.
Yeah,
like, for sure.
What were some of the standouts for you, Lee, at the Transformers booth?
That big ass Omega Supreme is unreal.
That
Like,
thing rules.
All the eyes go straight to that. As soon as you walk in that room, it's like, oh, sweet, Omega Supreme. My sweet baby
I made,
boy.
an Omega Supreme, like a custom Omega Supreme a few years ago, and I like it. It's really good. Like, not just because I made it, but it's one of the best things I've ever fucking made. It's great, you know. And I'm like, okay, I don't need this fucking Omega Supreme. I have one. It's a good size. Like, it looks really good. I don't need this fucking thing. And I saw it. I'm like, oh, I need this fucking thing. It's like, this is incredible. So we'll be having that for sure. But that entire siege display was awesome, and I never saw those the little bots up close before, but those are fucking cool too. The little shocking guys.
Those things blew my mind. Like, that's some kind of fucking genius Transformer shit that might blow up huge. They're essentially little, like, Happy Meal toy sized Transformers based around a mall setting, and they're Shopkins. They're transforming Shopkins.
They fully transformable. They're articulated. They're all adorable.
I want all of them.
Like, really fun design work. Like, they're super cool, and they're all themed. Like, you get like a pack of like $10, and you get like 8 of them, and one of them's a blind package. But, you know, and they're all like, you know, these are all like, you know, fast food, and these are all arcade machines and shit like that. They're fucking cool. They're legit rad.
Yeah,
very cool. Like, just a lot of stuff. I didn't, you know, get to quite, you know, get my fucking fill of it. But
yeah, we were trying to move through there, not linger like a bunch of fucking influencers. But
because we were on the job.
Yeah, we were on the job, and it's kind of like you can only look at a toy for so long, but it's nice to kind of go back and look at the pictures now and kind of see like the official releases and the official photos and all that.
They're good, man. The line this year is really good.
I would say the Marvel Legends layout was
they're not fucking around,
massive, and like I can't get back into Marvel Legends, but this 80th anniversary of Marvel is like the perfect jumping on point for, you know, this better Marvel Legends era, because those first few years of Hasbro Marvel Legends were straight up doo-doo. But like those 80th anniversary packs where you could get classic Iron Man, classic Thor, classic Cap. You've got a 2-pack with a great-looking Hulk and first appearance Wolverine.
It's so dope.
That 2-pack is awesome.
The 2-pack with Colossus and Juggernaut is probably a must-have for me.
And those are 2 figures that would have historically been Build-A-Figures.
Well, the Juggernaut was.
Juggernaut totally was.
Yeah.
And this one has a second helmet that's all fucked up and broken and ripped apart, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Hulk has that
the shirt,
the tearaway shirt. Yeah.
Which I was like, I'm not really a big fan of the shirt, and I asked them, does the shirt come off? And they're like, you better believe it does, Sonny.
They're doing the classic cards again this time for Avengers. So they new figures done on the Toy Biz style X-Men cards.
Yes,
fucking cool.
Yeah,
really
those are great. That Silver Samurai on like the purple X-Men card. That 2 of the standouts for me were that Cannonball and the Hydro Man, which you probably could have made one mold for 2 of those, but they didn't, and they just. They had no right making a Cannonball and a Hydro Man that looks so fantastic.
Yeah, really, really cool.
And I already want that new Gambit and that new Beast. God.
And then what? The Star Wars was next.
Yeah, Star Wars didn't show a whole lot except for the 3 3/4 Jabba's Palace and the Skiff, which is cool.
Skiff, they had a whole bunch of the Black Series, including the 3 best Star Wars characters ever.
Yep.
Rose, and Rose.
Got the fuck out the Afra, the BT, and the 000. They look incredible. You get the fuck out of those. I like the
they had the Vader.
Yes,
that incredible Vader,
the hyper real Vader.
Love it.
With this, it's got a crazy wire armature inside that they had on display, and it's an 8-inch Vader, and it's like it's a cross between kind of like a like a Black Series and a Figure Arts and a Hot Toys, but in an
You could
8-inch
1000% make like a stop motion movie with that thing.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
it's
for
incredible.
sure.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And they also had those like the Lightsaber Academy thing was pretty cool.
That Lightsaber Academy was great. It's like virtual reality, app-based lightsaber training, but you don't actually hit lightsabers with your partner. I was
Sure you
assuming they were
don't.
going to start
Wink,
banging.
wink.
It's more like a rock paper scissors.
Yeah. Really cool. I don't think I've talked enough about that with Mary. I think that was definitely one of the standouts of Hasbro's Star Wars display.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Which at base toys we saw a big decline in this year.
Yeah.
Which is good because that's generally kind of fucking lame.
Yeah.
Like, that one actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but
But
it
we're
was more...
skipping over the best part of Hasbro.
What?
What you got?
The fucking Spider-Man web slinger.
Yes.
That thing was
I've
the
told
shit.
a bunch of people about that thing.
Holy shit.
So?
It like spins in a circle, doesn't need batteries. It's like it's like
Hand
a
crank.
you pump it like a little balloon air pump. And it gives it like that ring, 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 and it's ready to go, and it shoots in a fucking circle and
It's like silly string.
Right, like your standard silly string Spider-Man web shooter, but it's not battery powered and it does a crazy shape when it spits out. It's not just spraying silly string.
And it also shoots missiles and darts and shit. Like it's fucking rad.
And big ups to that young lady for her demonstration. She was probably the dopest demo.
She was into it.
Yeah, the entire weekend.
Yeah, she was super into it. It was rad. Then we walked by a whole bunch of shit. There was just so much to see. It was just all kinds of great stuff.
Where the Power Rangers at?
Yeah.
And then they had, when Kelly said to me about the Megazord, they had on display there for the first time ever outside of Japan, like the actual Megazord suit, and it was fucking cool. Guys.
So
At one
cool.
point in our Facebook chat, I noticed that Kelly had changed his Facebook profile picture. I'm like, what did he change his picture to? And it was of him and Lee and the Megazord.
My new best friend, the Megazord.
It's fucking cool. All the Power Ranger shit was awesome, man. They had
It's so good.
they had this really cool display inside the Power Ranger area that had one helmet from every series, like screen worn helmet. It was just really neat to see that like in person.
Yeah.
The Beast Morpher stuff they're adapted from Go Busters looks great.
Which starts this Saturday.
Yeah, and like those Megazords look awesome. The reaction to the Megazords is kind of funny because these same fucking nerds in these Facebook groups and message boards that have been talking for a year about, I'm really looking forward to having, Transformers and Hasbro level quality for my Megazords are now like, wait, I gotta pay $80 for this Megazord? It's like, well, yeah, fuckface, you can't have the reason those Megazords sucks because they had to be $30. What do you want from them, you fucking mooks?
These fucking honkies, man. Just, ugh.
But they look great, and then those damn all the little kitty figures, the little Play School heroes, they look awesome.
Those look great.
And then the Lightning collection, man, the
Oh, fuck.
6-inch Lightning collection, that's where the fuck it's at.
I want that Zed.
We were talking about it in the chat a little bit about Hasbro Pulse, which is their new thing that they kind of debuted this toy fair, which they've gotten rid of the Hasbro Toy Shop, and now it's Hasbro Pulse, and they had little QR codes in front of all these displays, and you could pre-order that shit right there as you were
Right
standing
on
there.
the spot. And I pre-ordered the fuck out. I pre-ordered from Target because I don't want to pay $50 for the privilege of ordering from Hasbro Pulse to get free shipping.
What else did you pre-order Hasbro-wise? We skipped one Transformer.
Yeah. I pre-ordered the Ectotron, the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 Transformer, which looks fucking dope.
Oh, you mean the one Goldberg had in the 80s?
That's right. That's right. That very toy showed up on the
Watched that
Goldbergs.
episode today.
What the shit is that about? I saw something about that, and that doesn't make any sense. That breaks my brain.
Well, I
It's
mean,
product placement.
yeah, it makes kind of sense because it's the 80s and Ghostbusters and Transformers.
The toy itself makes complete sense. Did it actually exist in the 80s?
No. But it for those that don't understand, that don't get Transformers or Ghostbusters, you could see that and be like, oh, that makes sense that exists. Or was it used in like a funny gag or something, Jose?
I don't know, but those Transformers toys back then were garbage compared to what they have now.
Sure. And then Kerouac tagged us in a post today. What is that? The IDW comic where they're bringing a like Cybertronian Zool and
that's the thing. Yeah,
Pterodogs?
IDW is doing a crossover miniseries with art by Dan Channing.
My guy.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with those Ghostbusters books. Like they had the ongoing for years. It was great, but now it seems like they do like 1 or 2 miniseries a year, and they're just solid. Like, and this is going to be the one coming up. I think it starts in May, and it just looks like a lot of fun. Digging it, into it.
So then we
all great.
We pieced out from Hasbro. We kind of lingered in the lobby a little bit, see if we could get some free shit, but I guess they were all out.
Yeah,
that was only for the fan event.
Sure. I get it.
Security guard watching me take a water, and he's like, "You got a bed?" Yeah, man.
So gave my badge away like a mook.
You know,
those security guards look like they would have snapped our necks in an instant.
I said to the one security guard, because we were checking out the Nerf stuff, and that some of that Nerf stuff was real cool. In Fortnite, I was like, that one Nerf Gatling gun. I said to the one security guard, I said, like, you guys should have those. Really, really scare the shit out of us. Just fucking standing there like Men in Black with a giant Nerf Gatling gun. So then we had to actually make our way over to the Javits Center for Toy Fair proper after cramming in Hasbro for an hour.
The best Uber ride.
Oh!
the fucking best Uber ride on the way there.
That guy. Jafar looking ass. Uber rides. Like
fucking Nines hit up the Uber XL.
Yes.
Because you got like 6 dudes.
We got 6 beefy dudes.
Like, so yeah, he hit the XL and dude rolls up. And if you're going to be active as the XL, make sure your fucking car is configured to seat 6 people. Instead, this guy rolls up and, you know, we open the back. There's just, you know, 1 row of seats. And Nines is like, hey, this XL, we got 6. And the guy's like, seats come up. I'm like, what? Seats come up. What? Seats come up. What? He's sure as shit not about to get out of the car to help you. So somebody you and Tito, you're just fucking around tugging, and sure enough, seats did come up. In fairness,
seats come up.
And this was after ordering an Uber XL the day before and getting an Escalade.
Escalade, like this fucking dope ass driver, like yeah.
And we cram into this Uber, and like anything we said,
like, good morning, how's it going?
Nothing.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I literally said cool after he didn't answer.
I'm just sitting in the front seat, so uncomfortable.
Just get us there. Fuck, man.
This fucking guy.
Oh, God. But, so last year at Toy Fair, I didn't get to see much. I got to see Mattel when we all went, and the last day, me and Jose ran around pretty hardcore. So my big wish list item for this year was I wanted to see NECA, because NECA's got the Turtles, NECA's got Pennywise. So put these in my eyes. Let me see NECA. We'll hit NECA early after we get back from Hasbro, and then I can get back to editing. Boy, oh boy, was it worth it. I said it on Twitter. I have been put on this earth to own Ninja Turtles and Pennywise action figures, and NECA is happy to oblige. They've got like 9 different Pennywise coming out, one of which is a second version of the Tim Curry Pennywise that comes with a little scrapbook where Pennywise is reaching his hand out of the scrapbook.
That's so fucking cool.
And I saw that, and I nearly lost my goddamn shit. They announced that they're re-releasing the animated Turtles in 2-packs at Target, which are hitting now. And
oh, really?
Yeah. The street date was Friday.
Ooh.
And they have been hitting stores. I've already checked 2 Targets. Almost checked another one tonight, but I tweeted at NECA, and they're like, you know, check like once a week when they restock. And I've seen some NECA sections at Targets that are just chock full of turtles, like multiple sets that you could pick up. Like, there's going to be no shortage.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
And then, you know, they announced that Bebop and Rocksteady, which look so good.
That's amazing. And one of my favorite parts of the NECA booth was that fantastic Gremlins display.
So
Yes.
good.
Well, they must have had 20 of that Ultimate Gremlin figure in the movie theater seats, all with the different accessories and shit like that. So they all looked unique. It was really, really well done.
Before they showed those multiple Pennywises and all those new turtle stuff, I was thinking about starting a Gremlins collection, but I can't. I cannot. I cannot fill a movie theater full of Gremlins when there's turtles to buy.
And they're fucking rad Gremlins, rad turtles, man. They're great. Really, really solid.
They also
Okay,
had
what else was cool? What else was cool that we saw? I'm not going to talk about Mattel.
Shredder. They had the big shredder and foot soldier. there. That
Yes,
was
yeah,
cool.
the
Yep.
12-inch or quarter scale they call it. So those will be coming to 1/12 scale eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Because for all intents and purposes, it seems like these lines are doing really well because they keep putting out more stuff and keep announcing more stuff. So as long as we keep buying the shit, they'll keep making them.
Oh, fucking we went to see McFarlane Toys,
Yes.
Hell yeah, we did.
which was kind of a pain in the ass to get into. Not the worst, my interesting imagination, but kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, we show up there without appointments, and that's
Sure.
kind of understood.
Yeah, and I say a pain in the ass because we had to like make an appointment to come back.
Right.
Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, but for the most part, we got to kind of slide in wherever we want.
Yeah, we kind of glided everywhere we wanted last year, except for one specific company that we eventually made it to.
You know, and so and everybody was super cool. But just we had to come back for this one, and so we go into talking about like all these dope new Fortnite figures and all this stuff, whatever. And so we're in there. And we're talking to the lady about kind of what we want to do, and then we're talking about, okay, we want to get like a testimonial too, just talk about your tour fair experience and this and that, whatever. And she's kind of, her eyes are glossing over at the thought of trying to be on camera, and she's just like, you know what, Todd should do this. We're like, wait, fucking Todd should do this.
We're like, Todd.
Like, Todd? And sure as shit, like right behind her at a table talking to some guys was Todd goddamn McFarlane.
Oh,
And
hey,
he hops
guys.
up and just captures our hearts for what felt like 3 days. It was
Can I
always
talk
magical.
about baseball?
Kelly's Todd McFarlane impersonation is the same as his Owen Wilson and the same as his Michael Shannon, but it's still great.
This is
But
pretty good.
you know who I'm doing when I
Yes,
do it.
yeah.
though.
Lee, you said you were pretty starstruck. You
It
kind of
takes a lot.
fanboyed out a
Yeah.
little bit.
I did. It takes a lot to get me starstruck, and I've done a lot of conventions, a lot of shows, and I never had a chance to meet McFarlane. And certainly not like in a personal capacity
Yeah.
like we had here. And he was great. He was very boisterous and was like, "Fuck it, we're making all these great toys. Like I don't know what the fuck a Fortnite is, but look how cool this shit is behind me, right?"
What's a
I
fork
don't know
knife?
what My Hero Academia is, but they said I should make toys, so I did it.
They're asking for it, so fuck it. Let's make it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Crazy,
And you know what? And
crazy for this
everything
one,
there,
Todd.
like, no bullshit. This is the best their shit has looked in years.
Well, yeah, because
Like,
with the Fortnite shit, and with Halo, they started putting good articulation into everything to the point
Yeah, but-
where these new Game of Thrones figures are coming out, and I saw someone mention that McFarlane's like, yeah, I mean, we already had those tooled. If we knew people loved this articulation so much, those would have had the same articulation. So maybe future lines.
really dope. Really, everything there looked great. But and he was just super charming, and I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm not a selfie guy, but I'm like, man, look, I don't tell you, I'm a big fan. I really appreciate it. Can I please have a photo? And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I got a super dope selfie with Todd McFarlane doing pretty anime girl peace signs, and it made me very happy.
Oh, that's beautiful, Lee.
Yeah, I don't do that for like, I legit don't remember the last time I did that, but I had no fucking choice in that moment.
You know when the last time you did that was?
What was that, Kelly?
With Lingerie Muto.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought you were going to say the Megazord.
So did
Well,
I,
that
because
too.
that would have been a good bit. But Laundry Muto really did happen because that was the moment I had to capture because it was a legit fucking moment.
But you know what happened right before we saw McFarlane?
What's that?
Our sweet boy had his ball taken.
See, I actually had that on my list as the next thing, but I didn't remember where it exactly happened. So
I remembered because I was looking at my pictures in my phone, and Lego happened before McFarlane, and I remember showing the lady at Lego what had happened.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Lego lady who was great. You know, she does all this stuff, and we're like, some fucking guy stole our ball.
So, a little pretense here. The Toy Association, their logo has the O is this red ball with blue stripes and a yellow stripe,
like a bouncy ball.
Yeah, a bouncy ball. Like it's a Toy Association. It's a fucking ball. So we were trying to hit them
Fucking
up,
ball,
see
bro.
if they had like 3-dimensional Toy Association balls that we could like take out in the city or at the toy fair and shoot them like we were doing the toys. And they're like, no, we don't have anything like that. So we ended up making it ourselves. Bought a 3-pack of racket balls that was pretty close to the color. Took some of that dry erase board tape to mimic the stripes. It looked pretty goddamn good for a bunch of assholes. So I'm by myself. I need this shot of this ball to kind of be an intro or an outro. So I go down to the lobby. I got the camera. I got the ball. I get down there. I start shooting. And then I realize the battery's almost dead. I didn't check my battery before I headed down. But we're right. I'm 2 floors away from the office. The office is I could look right at it. It's just a matter of walking to the elevator, going up the elevator, and then walking across to the office. So I'm like, fuck. I'm going to let this roll. I got it on a time lapse. I'm going to let this roll. I'm going to run up real quick, grab a battery, come down, put the battery in, and then we're all good. So I go upstairs, get up on the elevator, get up on the 2nd floor, and the entire time I'm on the actually it was the 4th floor. Every time I'm on the 4th floor, I'm looking down over the railing to see what's going on with my ball and with the camera. I'm more afraid about the camera, which would make sense to anyone. Like between the two, the camera's the important part. I go grab the battery. I come back. I'm looking over the railing. Everything's still good. I get on the elevator. I come down. I'm walking up to my setup, and there's no fucking ball. So I'm looking around. I'm thinking the ball fucking rolled off. Of course, you know it's a ball.
It's a ball.
You know it's sticky tacked, but anything could have happened. So I'm looking around. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Like I see the mom with her kid, and I'm like, did this fucking kid pocket this ball? So I'm like, hey, ma'am, have you seen a little red ball around here? And she goes, no.
now he's a true New Yorker.
Oh, I probably
around the Javits.
I looked like a fucking psycho. I am positive. I'm talking to like the lady that was at the info booth. Did you see anybody grab this ball? Did you see a little red ball anywhere? I'm looking around. Then I'm like, okay, I have.
Ma'am, have you seen my marbles?
I have this fucking time lapse. I'm gonna take this shit up. I'm gonna go to the videotape, see what's up, and I'm going in frame by frame of this time lapse. And I see this fucking gross dude in this purple shirt, looking, man. He just kind of rolls
like
up.
A guy that jerked off at a beauty show.
Yeah, he obviously just checked in at registration. He's coming over to get his program, which is where I was set up. It was a little stand with Toy Fair programs in it. He grabs his program, he fucking sees the ball, and he palms it and puts it right into his bag. And like, I don't have it all, but it's clear this guy
enough.
And I've got him on camera. So I take
a
couple screenshots and I send it to the boys and I say, look out for this motherfucker. You see this purple shirt, you stop him because he stole my ball.
We thought we saw him at the airport.
We did. At our gate. We thought we saw him, but he didn't have the same facial hair. I was ready.
Yeah,
we get these messages at the Lego booth, and I'm showing these guys, and I show our tour guide, and I'm like, hey, you see this guy? Watch him. He stole our ball.
And it's like, what is the thought process? Like, sure.
Sweet ball. It's mine now.
That's mine now. Sure, like, they give out free shit, lanyards, maps, whatever. But
Balls.
This is one sole ball sitting there by itself in front of a camera, mind you. Like, he must not have seen the camera, or else
There's no way he saw the camera.
Maybe there is no way he saw the camera. But it's not like, this isn't like a professionally printed ball. Like, if you pick it up, it's clear that it's got this sticky tape on it and a little wad of orange sticky tack on the bottom. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, not everything is for the taking. Like, you can't just take everything. What are you going to do with that? You're going to take it home. It's going to sit in the bottom of your bag for a week. You're going to empty your bag at one point and be like, what's this fucking ball? And then you're going to throw it in the trash. Thanks. Thanks, you ruined my day.
So, of course, I made it better by just making copious amounts of ball memes.
It helped a lot. I appreciate it. At one point, I reposted one of those memes, one of the ball memes, and I called Kelly like a real meme boy, and I got a response from Mahoney that was not happy at all. And I don't mean to make Mahoney jealous, but it helped a lot.
I was the meme
room in your
lord
heart for
that
more than one
weekend.
meme boy. Okay.
So what else? Like, all the rest of my stories are all post Toy Fair, and we're getting late here. So what else?
We're getting late.
What else from
Remember
the
when
show?
I said that we were going to start fantasy sports at 11:30?
Yes, yes.
We're getting
All right.
there. We're getting there.
So let's look through the pictures to see what else was there.
Two bros.
Well, yeah. So yeah, maybe let's just jump to that. So
Yeah.
we had a great show. Like, the fucking team ran so great. Everyone killed it. We cannot thank you guys enough for coming and fucking working hard. And sometimes shit gets tough. Sometimes some dickhead steals your ball. But being with my boys, having a good time, and being able to vent and talk shit and all that, super cool. Like I wish we could do this all the time, and we'll see what we could do in the future. But man, so it's so awesome. Like, big ups to Tito too, who like, you guys all played your role so well, and it gets me real emotional, you know?
It was a fucking blast.
I'm
It was
so
a good time.
appreciative.
A lot of
so-
work.
I-
It was
I'm so happy you guys can bring us out.
But it
so
was-
fun.
And it was also like, so Lee left Monday,
I
right?
had to go back to my fucking real job.
And then Kelly left Tuesday, and then Tito also left Tuesday midday.
I just barely left Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we all had a little problems getting out of New York with the weather and all that. We got delayed
Yeah.
3.5 hours. We were at the airport for almost 8. And then it was, and then there were 2, and it's just down to me and the Guzmaniac. And we tried to finish strong. There was a lot on our list that we still weren't able to get, but, it just, those early days are hard, man. Like, you think, like, it's cool that the show ends at 6, but that means you got to get all your shit done by 4, because at 5, everybody's fucking drunk. Oh, there's the story.
There it is. How did I forget? UK Joe.
There it is.
UK fucking Joe.
Okay, so we're on our way to Playmates.
Playmates trying to do the interview there.
Also, I will say one quick thing about Playmates. We went to go shoot some B-roll, and the lady was like, I don't know, maybe. She's like, I don't know if we have anyone to take you around. And there's another woman who is walking by. She stops, sees Lee and I, and goes, I remember you guys from last year. Come on in. Like, fuck, all right, cool.
Damn right.
And then, as we're, like, walking around, she comes up to us again. She's like, you guys like comics, right? And we're like, yeah. And she walks away and comes back with bags of Ninja Turtle toys and signed Kevin Eastman Turtle comics.
Hell yeah.
That was fucking cool.
And
But
Tito
yeah.
gave me his Raphael, because I wasn't there for the gift bags. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So we're going back to Playmates to go get a testimonial. On our way, we get grabbed by a lady in a booth who was like, hey, you guys want to shoot this thing? We got this new Tony Hawk toy. And I was like, it's on the way. Why not? Boy, am I glad we stopped.
Mhm. Because there's a
shit
lot
got
of people
wild.
that do that, and it's not worth the wait.
Oh,
No.
man. We talked about, Jose and I shooting cons for so long. We always wanted to put together a video of cosplayers, like, on their phones or doing normal shit. Our idea from Toy Fair is a compilation of people trying to demonstrate their shit and it not working. So we get stopped. Well, I was editing. I was not there.
Yeah,
but
this
these
was,
guys fucking bust into the office. All of them like breathing heavy, laughing and sweating. And they're like, we just got the best fucking interview of all time.
It was me, Jose, and Tito at this point.
Okay.
So we stop. We see the toy and we're like, it's actually pretty cool. So we get some cool shots of like these skateboardy things going down this track into the camera. It looks really
ball
cool.
bearing and
Yeah, it was a good shot.
cool.
Yeah. So then we're like, hey, can we get a testimonial? Because it's like, oh, we didn't get them last year, so why not? So she goes and gets a guy, and we tell him what we want to do, and he's like, hold on, let me go get this other guy. She goes, and then he gets
like they knew they were bringing the ringer in. They said,
Yeah.
whoa. No. UK Joe, that's who you need to talk to.
Goes and gets the absolute legend, UK Joe.
Okay.
UK Joe gotta be a beer and a half in.
UK Joe, a.k.a. Johnny UK.
Because
depending
this is what day was it?
It was Monday.
This was Monday.
Monday. So like all the
Monday at,
big
like, 5:30.
deals have happened.
Yeah.
If you landed a shark, like you've landed it on Monday, so people were celebrating. They're bringing the beers out for the rest of the clients and fucking schmoozing and hobnobbing.
So yeah, this dude, beer and a half in, probably.
Oh, come on.
Fucking ready to go. And so we start doing the interview.
Wild eyes.
And just a wild eyes and a wilder heart.
Just
And
ready.
He's fucking ready.
He's like, my voice is out. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm the worst fucking one to be doing this. Why you guys got me doing this? And he hasn't stopped moving.
And the
No.
rest
He's bouncing around and fucking trying to figure it out.
The rest of his staff is kind of just standing around watching.
Oh, they're a crowd of his staff had gathered to watch this. So he's talking not into the microphone. He's waving around the microphone and gesturing with it.
Yeah.
At which point Tito raises his hand to kind of tell him, hey, hold the microphone. UK Joe just stops, looks at Tito, and fist bumps him.
Yeah, fucking walks over, gives him a fist bump, and looked at him like, no, I know what's up, brown guy. I'm with you. And everyone just fucking laughs.
There's the one guy in the background who sees that happen. He cracks up and runs away.
Yeah.
So it's at this point that I was like, you know what? I should be having my camera on. So I turned my camera on, and you can see through my camera how the interview starts in the booth and ends in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah. He's just pushing it. He's pushing Jose. He's pushing Tito.
He's so close to Tito in the shot, you can see the corner of Tito's face.
Yeah, you can see
because
Tito
I'm trying to get UK Joe in the shot, but now I'm like, well, fuck, I'm so far back. Tito's in the
There's
shot.
no personal space whatsoever. But he is ready to sell some shit.
And so it's tagline time. Okay. So he just stares into the camera like he's a fucking goddamn supermodel.
Yeah.
And just kills it. Just kills the line.
Yeah. He says it like it's supposed to be your name, your company, and welcome to New York Toy Fair. Welcome to Fun City.
Toy Fair, New York. Welcome to Fun City. Fuck.
And he looks at the camera, and he does he's like, Joe.
He does a blue steel.
UK Joe. And you're at Toy Fair, New York. Fun City. Yeah. And then he gives Tito, you're not supposed to look at the camera, break off before you're done. He's already looking at Tito like, fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
So we're like, all right, that was a lot of fun. We start to kind of look around. And this is when a fucking strange old German man in a brown suit walks up to Jose with two ears on a tube.
And he I got a camera in my hand. Why are you giving me shit? If you want your stuff on camera, don't hand it to the cameraman.
So he hands Jose one ear in the tube and walks away with the other end and starts talking into the ear. And Jose, to his credit, is placing the ear on the lens of the camera as though that will do something.
Yeah, well, I'm like trying to make it look like, oh, okay, so the camera's doing this. Look at me, I'm wild. I'm using the toy.
And I lean over to one of the girls in the booth and I go, "Do you guys know him?" And she's like, "No, he's been doing this all day.
Oh my
we don't
God.
even know if he represents someone here."
I got a little UK Joe tagline here for you if you want to listen to it. I got it all queued up.
Yes.
Action. My name is Rob Abrahams. The company is Hogworld. Toy Fair, New York. Welcome to Fun City.
I love that guy.
And you heard like the woo
Applause.
Thank you.
I hope I never ever get to see that.
I hope I never ever get to see that.
So
no names. No names.
No names. No
it
names.
was
Maybe
fun
I'll
then
bleep that on the fucking download.
yeah, UK Joe says, "I feel like I'm in Blue Velvet right now." And I lean over to him. I go, "Just waiting for this guy to yell out, 'I'll fuck anything that moves.'"
Monday afternoon at Toy Fair New York is lit, you guys. It is so
It's
lit.
so lit.
And
so
like,
then we get dragged to another booth because the girl that dragged us into the first booth knows a girl at another booth from the same PR firm. So we go to this other booth and see a whole bunch of slime shit. And the dude that's showing us the slime stuff is already has to like put down his beer to show us this thing.
God bless him.
It was a
We need
good
to
ass
fucking
time.
we need to fucking bring beers next year, you guys.
Yeah.
Or find someone who's giving some out.
Do we really need to make an appointment? Have you met my associate, Mr. Samuel Adams?
Have you met my friend Case of Miller Lite?
So, I'm glad we didn't miss that one. But so Tuesday night show's over. We're all moved out of the Javits. We got to say our goodbyes to everybody, to the whole crew, to the Toy Association folks. Great group of people. And then, it's fucking chill time. Actually, we had to do a couple quick changes on some videos, but it's time to eat, man. So what do we do, Jose? Let's set the stage. Jose told this story to Destiny in front of me, and I wish he had a full room to tell you guys and do all the actions and all the acting out, because it was something. I wish I would have videotaped it. Anyone who hears this story, it's ideal to be in person with Jose, but this will have to do.
So we decide on, do we want to sit down or do you want to just get some pizza?
Yeah.
So we're in New York. And we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do the pizza. Don't really.
We didn't eat
like
that much pizza all week, so it's like, well, why not?
No.
Bookend it with pizza.
Didn't really feel like sitting down. Didn't really feel like spinning a shitload. Let's go get some pizza. Go back to the hotel, chill. So, Two Bros is about 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
We walk down. The doors to the Two Bros are like, almost like old school phone booth doors, but not that width of a doorway, like
Almost
very narrow,
almost like bifold closet doors, but it's just for when it's really cold out. Otherwise, it's all open air.
Good, yeah.
So usually the left side's locked, the right side's unlocked,
and that's where the line ends. So you get in there and you get in line.
2 chicks in front of us, they go to open the door, and like it doesn't open. So either it's locked or something. So that you look again, she goes to open it, and it's some guy pulling the door closed. And they're like, "What the fuck?" And then I go to look, and I go to, just open the door, and the guy pulls the door back down, and he's looking out the window at me. And he's pointing at his phone, and he was like, "I'll call the cops. I'll call the cops." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Do you work here?"
Jose immediately,
"I'll call the fucking cops."
Jose immediately gets in his face and starts fucking antagonizing him.
Yeah, so we're talking through the fucking window, and I'm like going to jerk the door, and he's going for the door, and then I go back for the window, and then he goes to the window, and I go back for the door, jerk the door, and he's like, "I'm calling the cops. I'll call the cops." I'm like, "Okay, fucking call him. Let me talk to him." So he goes to call. I go for the door one more time. The 2 girls leave. He holds the door back. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then all of a sudden, fucking Johnny over here goes a stroll, a nice stride to the door, not a run, not a jog, just like a purposeful walk with enough speed to where he doesn't miss whatever he needs to get to. Grabs the door, fucking flings the door wide open. And this kid is holding the door with his dear life. So he comes flying outside with the door. So now he's outside in front of him. Imagine the first time Gollum ran into fucking Homeboy. Like, that's how this kid was. Like, behind the garbage can.
Like,
cowering. Like, take a walk. And he's fucking hunched behind the fucking garbage can, and the whole time with trying to get the door open, the guy saying he's going to call the cops, and him yanking him outside and then going back inside. These guys are still making pizza, setting the fucking cheese for the next ones that got to go in the oven. They're taking orders. They're like, my name's Paul. This is between y'all.
But I tell this dude to take a walk, and this entire pizza place goes silent a little bit, and I tell him to take a walk
he's
again.
Just watching.
Yeah.
So this fucking Golem's down there, like
you're the asshole for some reason.
Oh, master, don't crush me, please. And he screams, take a walk. And he goes running outside with these small little doors, but then comes running back inside, looks at him like, you're not winning this one, grabs the pizza he had off the table, yanks it, and runs back outside. So,
and I didn't yell. I used my best booming dad voice. And I coined "take a walk" every time Jose would
everyone didn't start cleaning their rooms.
Every time Jose told the story and he got my line wrong, I was like, "No, it was take a walk."
So things are calming down, and he's like, "Sorry, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a scene."
Yeah,
but the guy wasn't letting nobody in. And then every now and then, we catch something. So we're in line, we're laughing, we're fucking.
I got a legit high five from Jose.
Yeah, these guys are still making pizza, and then this guy comes walking our way, in line.
Same guy.
And he's like,
no,
different guy, and he's like, man, who you beating up?
Who you beating up?
Somebody?
Who you beating up, big man?
And he just keeps walking our way, and I'm like, oh, he's walking the opposite way in line. He's not in line for pizza. This is a bomb. We're about to get shook down. So he comes up, and he's like, man, I'm hungry. I'm just starving, man. Hey, you think you can help me out? I'm trying to get some food. I'm like, oh, here it is.
I was feeling real generous.
Yeah, Johnny, rip a door open. It's like, okay, I got to balance these scales out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy you a pizza, whatever you want. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, well, how about not whatever you want? How about like
how about some
2 cheese pizzas and a fucking soda? Get the fuck out. This guy's going to order goddamn
3 pizza pies.
Bank account.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, man, cool. Awesome, man. Thanks. You all right. Fist bump. Next person gets their order. We're about 3 people away from it's us being our turn to get the order. He looks back and he's like, hey, man, how about like just $1 instead? Okay, how about like $2? I'm trying to catch the train. And it's like, all right, whatever. Then he gives him the money, and he man, you all right. And he walks out the pizza place. And then this other bum comes in, and he's asking for money. It's like, hey, man, he just gave him the money. Like, he's got the money. He just hit us up. The guy that just went out there,
Jose's like, I fulfilled my bum quota. And I'm like, I'm still feeling generous, so you need a couple.
He's like, you know what? I got you, man. Johnny ripped the doors. I got dollars for everyone. So we order our pizza.
And all the meanwhile, dude who was holding the door is standing outside of the pizza place in the cold eating his pizza.
What you
Oh, sorry.
That was the reveal. So we get our pizza, we go outside. If we make a right, we take the pizza back to the hotel, chill at the hotel. We make a left, we go stand at the tables outside 2 Bros and eat. We look left, the guy's there with his pizza.
Just
So, like,
watching.
It's fucking on. Let's go. New York all the way. We've come this far. Like, we can't go back now. We got to see this through. So we go to walk towards the table that he's by. He sees we're coming. Mainly fucking Johnny rips the door open. And he fucking grabs his pizza from the outside and bolts inside.
I was like, all right.
Scampers. So now we're inside eating the pizza. And, we get through the first piece. We got our second piece. And then a cop actually does show up. And he's looking like he's looking for, hey, who called the cops? So I'm like tapping on the window to try to get everyone's attention to tell the cop to come out to us so that I can tell him what happened before fucking crazy two-tones telling him what's up.
And I'm thinking I'm
I
going to have
don't
to
know
talk
what the
to
fuck he's going to say.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to talk to a cop. I'm like, oh, man.
So then the cop finds the guy because apparently he did call the cops, and they kind of disappear off into like the kitchen or the back room or something. And then we're eating our pizza and we don't see nothing. And then all of a sudden you start seeing people in line turn to where they disappeared and then start grabbing their phones and recording. And then all of a sudden a cop and somebody who is not the guy that was holding the door come rolling out of this room, and they're just bouncing like fucking pinballs, wrestling, bouncing off the walls inside of this tube.
Grappling.
Everyone's fucking recording it, and then it goes from inside, spills outside the door. Now, keep in mind, still this whole time, the guys are making pizza. like, it's just another Tuesday. So then now they come spilling out. And something falls off the cop onto the ground. And this girl, it turns out now that we see who it is now that they're outside, it's a fucking little Spanish chick, like cock diesel, not speaking, but just like manhandling, wrestling around in circles with this fucking cop. And they're bouncing off the windows. They go and bounce off the truck.
Yeah.
They go back and bounce off the window. She looks at the fucking table, pushes it over,
Kicks the table.
garbage can, silent the whole time wrestling with the cop. Not one yelp, not one scream, not one nothing. Now the whole time the guy that we were fucking with is yelling, she doesn't speak English. Just calm down. Just calm down. So he's yelling at the cop. She can't speak English as she yells at the chick in English to calm down instead of speaking to her in Spanish, which she knows she doesn't speak. So obviously they're together, and they don't look like bums. They just look like, again, mental health. There's something wrong.
I looked into dude's eyes, and there was nothing. There was nothing there.
Yeah. So
God.
It was
I would
darkness.
say mentally fucked up or drugs, but not. They didn't look homeless. They just look like they shouldn't have been outside.
Just going straight fucking Mickey and Mallory.
So they're bouncing off of the two bros outside, and then it goes and spills into the fucking street.
Into
and
the
you hear
traffic.
cars honking, and like then they just disappear out into the street. And then about a minute later, the cop comes back like just fucking disheveled and looking like, oh fuck, I am in so much trouble because his badge is gone, which I guess fell off inside the two bros, and the body cam fell off, which is outside.
This fucking dummy.
He's pacing back and forth. He's walking across the street. But now, also, he comes back with nobody in custody. They ran. They gave him the slip out in the alley. I'm thinking, dude threw a banana peel, and they just got him. So fucking he's frantic, and he goes inside the two bros. He comes outside the two bros. He walks across the street. He comes back. He goes back inside, and finally I see him come out, the fucking cigarette in his hand, and he just walks across the street. Like,
Jose tries to
fuck.
say something to him, but he just passes, kind of like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like no, not now. So he goes, he smokes a cigarette, and then all of a sudden 5 cops come over,
Yeah.
and they're looking for his badge, and they're looking for the fucking body cam. So there's some bum out there pretending to be a cop right now.
And this
Which says, no,
old,
it's cool. I got a body cam. Take off your clothes.
this old like Jamaican dude who was in the pizza place the entire time comes out, and he remembers us from Door Rip Gate, and he just starts telling us what was going on inside.
Yeah. So apparently, before we got there,
Oh my god.
The story is these two went in there claiming that somebody tried to kill this girl. And that's why he wasn't letting anyone into the pizza place.
Even though the front door was open and you could get in through that way.
Yeah. And none of us obviously were trying to kill anybody. We wanted pizza. So move the fuck out of our pizza way and get to stepping. Or as one may say, take a walk.
Now, what inspired Take a Walk?
Well, I think it just came to me in the moment, and it's like it's not physically threatening. Like I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Never touched him. Never touched
him. I fucking yanked his ass though. Snatched his ass out of that pizza place.
You yanked the door.
The door snatched him. But come on,
he was attached to the door. You opened the door. You can't control who's attached.
It's
to
true.
the door.
It's true.
And now, any time he could have let go.
And
what are the odds that this is the woman that Lee saw almost get her face?
Oh, man.
Oof. Well, no, I think it was Ashley. We found Ashley.
It was Johnny and Ashley all along.
And fucking dude recognized Johnny and was like, Johnny tried to kill Ashley. Don't let him into the pizza place, bro. Like a fucking 911.
It was a proud moment. It was a fucking great story. And we got out of it unscathed. And then Jose
so all the fucking cops are around, and by now we've eaten our pizza, we've given our statement. Not that they weren't taking statements, but I told the cops what I saw. I was like, "Yo, man, let me tell you what happened. Young blood over here."
And at that moment, Jose became a real New Yorker.
Yeah.
So fucking, we're looking, we're ongoing. We're like, all right, well. Are we done here? And I look, I see like 5 cops. And I look at him and I'm like, not smoking a joint here. Let's go. Time to bounce. The block is hot.
We found a truck with icicles underneath it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was dope. So it was a real fun one.
And I will say that's probably the best ending show dinner I've ever had.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
That's a good one.
That sounds incredible.
It was being called Johnny, being catcalled all week, motherfucker stealing my ball, and I just focused all of that into my hand.
No, fucking no.
And the door of the pizza place.
Like, and then on the way back to the hotel, we're wondering, how much of that did we cause? Did we just completely escalate a simple situation into this dude's girlfriend fucking bear hug wrestling a cop?
I think we at least de-escalated it for as long as we were in the pizza place getting pizza, because he was outside, she was inside.
Yeah. And again, we don't know what started the fight. We don't know if she hit the cop. We don't know if the cop just got too into the moment, but he was definitely at some point he should have just let go.
He should not have fucked around without backup. What is going on instead
of this just roundabout? If you look hard enough, look up Two Bros Cop Diesel Chick Wrestling. It's probably our world star.
Diesel Chick Wrestling. She was a sturdy girl. She was sturdy.
Yeah, she looked like Cock Diesel Ice person.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No names.
That's an amazing fucking story.
No names.
But and here's the topper. Here's the best part of all of that. The pizza was pretty good.
Worth it. Definitely worth it.
It's not the meal sucked, but at least we were entertained. No, overall, the pizza was fantastic. The in-dining entertainment was amazing.
We thought about going through again and getting more pizza.
Yeah. After we laughed and hung out by a icicle truck. Is it wrong? Still hungry?
You want to get some more pizza?
I want some more pizza.
Oh my god!
That's fucking astounding.
I think we should definitely end our Toy Fair talk on that note and try and crank these Pop Winter Games out real quick and then get out of here.
Call this motherfucker and do this next
No
week.
job.
I mean,
Third,
that's
Trinity second, Frozone first.
I mean, we can definitely postpone it a week. We got a few people listening that might be bummed about that, but then we also give them a fucking fantastic episode. Besides,
Good
that.
episode. Like,
Do
you got that story. I think you close on that story.
Yeah.
That's a solid fucking close.
we just do 2 events next week?
Now, see,
Yeah.
I think we'd be finishing the first event and then be like, I think we should push back the second event.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just push back one. Let's push back one. We'll do this next week, man. No disrespect.
Bad timing.
Yeah.
Toy Fair's a long week.
It's a long week.
Well,
Yeah,
and we didn't think we would be coming back with this many stories, but
No.
Yeah, it just.
I mean, the closest thing to that Lee and I have together is that time we both had Surfing USA stuck in our head.
yeah. What the fuck was that about?
That was, I still don't understand how that happened. Like,
There was
at one
a bit-
point,
It was
we were
Sunday.
we were in front of the Funko booth, and I just lean over to Lee and go like, I don't know why, but I have Surfing USA stuck in my head.
Well.
And Lee looks at me and goes, what the fuck? I do too.
you guys are gonna really enjoy the outro music then. And Zero in the chat says we can't do 2 events in 1 week. Like literally can't. He says
Cool.
he'll postpone it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, everybody. I was
Big up
fucking.
Zero. Don't want to fuck everything up, and big up to everybody who's sending their stuff this week. I appreciate it. But
I was ready.
Yeah,
We even probably, maybe, hopefully worked out the scoring situation, but
I picked who I was fucking nominating.
I'm going through these emails, and somebody had fucking forgotten the rule of like make this shit short. So there's like lots of words here. Like,
Oh yeah, that ain't getting done.
yeah, I'm not in the mood for that right now.
Okay.
And again, and you got a great fucking story to end on. Let's call it, man.
let's do it.
So we'll do a skiing next week.
Yeah.
Look at all these bum fights.
Look at all of them.
And
goddamn.
Lee, you're going to be gone 2 weeks from now, correct?
Correct. I
Okay.
will be in Ireland on some business.
Actually, okay. No, that's 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks on the 19th.
3
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to postpone that week probably as well, unless you want to throw in your goddamn argument on the road, Lee.
I might do that.
But we can definitely postpone if we need to. And then also, March is coming up on 10 years that Pop has been fucking around. So
It will be 10 years of the podcast itself.
yeah. So we're gonna plan to do some cool shit for 10th anniversary. Got some greatest hits of the Popcast queued up, thanks to Mahoney. But also, if you've been listening for however long and you want to hit us up with some of your favorite Pop or Popcast memories,
Pop, this is your life.
we'll talk about them. We like people talking about how awesome we are.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
In fact, Mahoney sent me a sounder which works perfectly for this situation. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it was like 11 seconds long. Maybe this one?
Tell me more funny things I've said.
Oh, shit! And it went into the Princess Cast all talking at the same time.
So fucking great.
We should, I was thinking, we need to all year fucking ride this 10th anniversary out like Marvel did and, bring on special guests from Popcast and PCN past, Panels on Pages past.
Yep.
I'm in
I
it.
like
We'll
it.
get Miguel Sema on here.
Oh, God.
We'll bring me on for Last Week in Pop.
There you go.
We'll bring me on for PCW.
We should interview the Defender again.
Shit,
The
that
diffuser.
guy, man. Holy shit. We had this shit a long time, you guys.
And look at us. Look at us now.
Get Kevin Conroy back on the phone.
Look
Get
at us.
Shia LaBeouf out from the
Oh,
Oh,
let's
my
get
God.
Chris Ward's cat.
Yep.
That one I bet we could get.
Classic.
Yeah, we got some big stuff kind of cooking up. talking about new merch, talking about revamping. Hey, remember the website? There's a website.
Yeah, which Lee fucking moved the entire thing so that we only have to pay for a website once every year now.
Don't tell the government what's up.
Big ups to Lee for all of that. Like, you guys won't be able to tell a difference, but we will. And also, it's real dope that as of 2 weeks ago when we did the show, our entire channel got demonetized on YouTube, so that's fucking cool. So
I love that.
We're definitely going to be looking for ways to make up that money in the future, so stay tuned.
But, we've never, ever been one to ask for something for nothing.
That's right.
We'll make it worth your fucking while for sure. So keep an ear out for that. Who knows? In the near future, maybe if you do go to PanelsOnPages.com, maybe it'll look, I don't know, fucking different.
What?
Than it has in like 2 years. So
the same. It's all new to me X-Men articles that Ben wrote 5 years ago.
I'm saying your boys has got stuff cooking up. So why not get serious about it 10 years in? Now is as good a time as any, is what I say.
That's right. If Toy Fair is any sign of what kind of year Pop is going to have in 2019, I think we're going to be doing okay.
Does John and Ashley have anything to say about it?
And Billy Pretzel over here.
Fucking Billy Pretzel.
We didn't tell that story, but we were leaving the Jabbits one night, planned to go to Five Guys for dinner, and Lee stops at a pretzel stand.
And I was just so upset that he was going to just ruin his appetite.
I hadn't had a lot of street food.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of the fun of being in New York.
Sure.
Fucking pretzel. Easy to carry. I'm freezing my fucking dick off because it's so cold. And and Nyes, bless his heart, was like, "Hey, you need a hat?" I'm like, "Yeah, because a hat's gonna fucking fit. Appreciate it, but no."
Well, it was a beanie. It was a stretchy beanie.
It would not have touched the top of my ears. It was never gonna happen. But he was there trying to be attentive and supportive, and I love him for it.
I got gloves. See, I didn't expect you to react to the cold like that because, I mean, Tennessee gets cold, especially this time of year. So when
I don't walk that far in it.
Sure.
Like,
when Lee was like, "It's fucking cold," I was like, "Cool, that is my cue to fucking get an Uber every time we need to go somewhere."
No, that's not necessary. But appreciate it for sure. It's fucking cold, you guys.
It was.
I'm like, I'm gonna warm up with some bread. It's gonna be fine. And everybody's Billy Pretzel. But you know what? Everyone took a bite of my fucking pretzel.
It's true. We were all Billy Pretzel.
Everyone was happy to share that son of a bitch.
I was so happy that you were Billy Pretzel because I wasn't Johnny for a minute.
Except for when you say, "Hey, Johnny, you want a bite of my fucking pretzel over here?"
Finally, someone else is getting it from all ends.
That's great. So yeah, man, email us. Popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP. All this in preparation for the big anniversary coming up. Like I said, man, we are definitely open to new ideas, kind of what the shit you might want to see. If, hypothetically, we were to move to Patreon-type shits, what would you like to see in exchange for your hard-earned dollar bills?
What sort of sensual videos would you like?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I think I might be a really good candidate. Maybe I'll give you guys some sweet ASMR videos.
There we go.
Yeah. Good times. So yeah.
I'll take some Twinkies and mash them between my butt cheeks for you.
I blew my fucking eyes shut for you.
Mahoney, mark that.
So yeah, good stuff coming up, man. So if you got anything to say, anything, suggestions, comments, concerns, and definitely platitudes, like platitudes a lot. That's just if you want to just tell me how fucking cool I am,
right,
and how cool my boys are.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll always take those emails. Those get read first.
I like
$200 a month gets you the Twinkie butt tier.
I like when people tell me that I look thin, and also that my penis feels bigger.
Yeah,
than
that's
normal.
always really good.
Yes.
Oh, I like the vest.
Oh,
Yeah.
the vest. I really like the vest.
The vest is good.
The vest makes my penis look.
The vest plays.
The vest makes my dick look huge. It's an amazing vest. So yeah, email us, tweet us, hit us up on Facebook, all that, and we'll be back next week. We'll do the game, we'll do comics and all that shit. Want to hear the games? Sorry, I hate to bum you out, but it's good. I'm all sweaty from laughing.
Yeah.
We're
If
done.
anyone tries stealing Trinity's jacket during this outfit,
Bitch is cold, man.
Bitch is cold. So yeah, well, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.